me say, foolishness.
I tell you no figure. I tell you
The
say
boy
always you tell me
digital
always.
Winston. Tell me say my look a studio set up in him house. So me go down there and he tells me the booth in the front room. Me walk in there, me see two brought down speaker and a curtain. I say, but with the mic, he say, mic sir, that's in the laptop. He say, you need to come up and get your media.
Make you wanna fight, man. Big bars, you might wanna bypass. My hood, you might wanna bypass. Drive fast, don't ever drive slow. My man, make you wanna fight, man. Big bars, you might wanna bypass. My hood, you might wanna bypass. Drive fast, don't ever drive slow. My man, make you wanna fight, man. Big bars, you might wanna bypass. My hood, you might wanna bypass. Drive fast, don't ever drive slow. My man, make you wanna fight, man. Big bars, you might wanna bypass. My hood, you might wanna bypass. Drive fast, don't ever drive slow. Tell a man shut his mouth. Mama said knock you out. Kill a sound boy right now. Kill a sound boy right now. Tell a man shut his mouth. Mama said knock you out. Kill a sound boy right now. Kill a sound boy right. Shut my man. Make you wanna fight, man. Big bars, you might wanna bite bars. My hood, you might wanna bypass. Drive fast, don't ever drive slow. If so, you could die fast. Mad ting, I said come out the car. Next thing, man was inside the car. The other guy said he just took my car. Gone, that's one of many roads. Calm, you can get one of those anywhere, even when he cold. Pedro, you can call big bro. Madman, ex-army, you know. Got grenades, man's balmy, you know. But back to the mic thing, more time, I ain't even writing. When I start writing, it's frightening, you know. Like, something ain't right. Start sweat like fever at night. No crack, picked up the mic. Bad man, I do and say what I like. If a man disrespect, man might have to fight. Disrespect, my man might have to die. No tears, man ain't come here to cry. Come to put the devil in the head, lock his eye. Blue sky, angel, I remain. My bloodline and yours is not the same. Dwayne, Jason, second name. Don't know what mum was on, was not playing. Friday the 13th, happy birthday. When I came out the womb, said don't take the crap. Cut the umbilical cord past the mic, said son, you're the only child, not old dad. My man, make you wanna fight, man. Big bars, you might wanna bypass. My hood, you might wanna bypass. Drive fast, don't ever drive slow. My man, make you wanna fight, man. Big bars, you might wanna bypass. My hood, you might wanna bypass. Drive fast, don't ever drive slow. Super, kinda like hero, 0 to 100 fear no, the day so. I ain't scared, bro. Neo, bad 'em up, eyes closed. Try no, pussy ain't one of those. Cats in the alley, only ran from Raddy. Every girlfriend, baddie, teenage fever, raving with Sally and Ali Pally. She was from Manny, never had my belly, wore my bandana. Buff ends with couple man from the manor. Tooled up to now, they can't bad man up. Yeah, April Fools got no caliber. Everyday daylight like calendar. No banter, cap low, no camera. Heart cold like yard man in Toronto, Canada. I'll damage ya, no challenger. Amazing to you, to me, amateur. Sounds real bad, you should pack it up. My badging up, got melanin, full of stamina. My character, bad man like a traveller, spectacular. Scumbag, tend about the march, my manners nuts. Hit man, I ain't having none. I have 'em up, then go back to my meditation. Soundboy, try violate, which one? Soundboy outside my gate, which one? Like Kano man was home, sweet home. But every so often the pagans come. That's when I have to flip out my chair. One up, get a round ass kick when I'm here. Fear, and ain't no one around here scared. Just had to make that clear.
Yes, people. What's going on? Rebel Advocates back in the building again. What's going on? Today we're going to be talking about gambling. We're going to talk about a few things today, but first we're going to kick it off with gambling. Yeah. So I don't really know too much about gambling apart from you go in the machine, you go and use a couple of machines, use a fruit machines, go in the pub, use the fruit machines, go down to William Hill, put a couple of things on the horses and all that kind of madness. Never interested me, Yeah, it's always been one of them ones. Not really into that stuff there. I mean, I like my money. I like to keep hold of it, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to let man like Artie jump off in that thing. And I think these guys know more about this thing than me. Who's in the building? Is man like Johnny in the building?
Yo, what on?
Yeah, big up Johnny. Just checking your mic and thing. Everything cool?
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Bless up.
Yeah, wicked. What about a man like Artie in the building? Are you there?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yeah, wicked. Just check your mic and everything, you know?
Yeah, all good, man.
So like I was saying anyway, we're going to go into gambling. What about this gambling, bro? I don't know nothing about it. I know a few people that always put their money down on the thing. Can't understand it myself. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to jump in on that, Artie?
Yeah, sure, go for it, man. Yeah, I'm up for that, man.
Take the floor. It's yours, my friend.
Yeah, gambling, man. I mean, gambling, moreover, all over the planet, but gambling in the UK is big. It's big business, man. You know what I mean? I think they were saying like, I think 32 million people have gambled in this country. I mean, in the UK over sort of a period kind of within 12 months. And it's like a certain group of people that are gambling, like 45 to 54, you know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of other people that gamble, but yeah, they're saying a core group. And online gambling is like, I think the British market, they're saying, is the biggest in the world, which is shocking. It's even bigger than sort of places like America and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Huge
nuts.
industry.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man, over here we're running things on the online thing, you know what I mean? Over there they've got all, you know, casinos and stuff like that. But sort of online gambling's massive over here. You know what I mean? Like 32.65 million people have gambled like online. You know what I mean? It's crazy over here, and it's just and it's legal, isn't it? This is the industry that's legal. You know what I mean?
Totally, I hear you. But you know what, right? Listen, right? I've never gambled in my life, right? So I don't understand it personally. Yeah. So why would you even do it? Why would somebody even do it? I can understand the attraction, like the lottery type thing. It will make you think. It will make you think you're gonna get a shitload of money, right? But why would you do it if you don't know you ain't gonna win it 2-3 times? I mean, what keeps you to keep going? What would you? Yeah. What would you say?
I think I mean, depends on who you are, innit? There are people that gamble and lose large sums of money, and it becomes like it is an addiction. You know what I mean? And how much they're putting in, they ain't getting nothing back. You know what I mean? Constructively, they can never ever get back anywhere near what they're putting in. Myself, I do a little bit, but it's only a little bit, you know, and it's more for maybe entertainment's the wrong thing, you know what I mean, the wrong thing to say. But it's
why do you do it then? Why do you do it?
A small amount of money. It's like you'll do like a little £2 bet, and you can maybe win like, I don't know, like £200-300, you know, and that's it. I mean, I never chase. You know, real gamblers, they chase, don't they? Like if they win, they still carry on. If they lose, they still carry on. You know what I mean? They'll never pull out their money. So they win a couple hundred, they'll never pull that out. They would invest that straight back in. So that's where it gets people really badly. I don't think I'm nowhere near. I just have a little bit, like whatever, 15 quid, something like that a month. When that's done, that's done. You know what I mean? But some people, they can't deal with that, innit? You know what I mean? They want to keep on and on, innit? And you know, it's like a mad addiction, innit, for some guys, innit? You see how much money, I bet if you calculated, some people have lost thousands, hundreds of thousands, some millions, innit? Bigger people, innit? In our society, innit? You hear many tales of it.
So what about you? Would you say you're addicted to it?
No, I couldn't put it down. It's nothing, innit? It's just a little change, innit? It's no big thing. Yeah, you just like a few pounds and that's it. And you have your little accumulators every week, you know. And when that's gone, that's gone. Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, you don't. If you can't, you can't. You don't have. If you don't have, you don't do. You know. This is the difference in it. Some guys, it's like they don't have, but they find a way to still do it. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
You end up seeing them on TV, and some mad, like people that had a lot of money, maybe like old footballers, or you know what I mean, these big people that were quite well off, and they must have like spunked how much money on gambling. It's crazy.
All right, but you wouldn't say you're addicted, no?
No.
All right, all right, the money that you spend, yeah, that money that you spend on it, could you use that money for something else?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Would it help? Would it help you out more if you was using it for something else instead of on gambling?
Maybe. I mean, But to be sort of devil's advocate, you could look on a lot of things you do in life and say, oh, maybe not yourself personally, but I could use that money more productively, or I could do that more productively. Especially in today's society as well, innit? Where we ain't really got a lot going on in it in terms of everything's going up and sort of cost of living is going through the roof.
Yeah, totally. All right. What about Johnny, old chap, Johnny, my old son?
Go on.
What
Go on.
What would you say about the old gambling, and bring a bit your experience into that thing? Would you've gambled yourself? Have you?
Oh yeah, I was an addict at one time, but
Yeah, serious.
Huh?
What, serious addict? Yeah.
Of gambling ruined my life, but
All right. Do you want to? Don't go into details. Yeah. If you want to say a little something on that, that would be appreciative.
I can elaborate on it still. Like, obviously, it's like what Artie was saying. Like, at first, no, it wasn't even that. At first, I used to laugh at people gambling, innit? It's to be like, are you dumb? Like, how are you putting your money in a machine and you're like you're dumb? And then it started with like my loose change in my pocket, £1, £2, and then when the notes started to come, that's when it got serious, innit? And then it's like man was winning at first, innit? Like I think on my first big win, I think I must have won like £500 or something on my first big win, innit? And then after that, it's like man thought that would come in all the time like that, innit? But obviously these times I was doing whatnot on the roadside, so I was juggling certain things on the roadside. So it was like boredom that turned into an addiction, innit?
Yeah, straight up.
And then I remember when I used to do my juggling on road, I used to go and link certain yard man, but they would be in the bookies, innit?
Same thing, innit? Same thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Just different levels.
So when when the yard man them are in the bookies, I'm watching them gamble. So they're saying to me, "Yo, man, here, man, just put £1 in." So they would give me £1, I'd put it in, then I'd start putting bigger money in, and then it went from that to the casino. But my thing was always the roulette thing. So imagine I'm putting my money into a machine in the bookies, into a machine, big man, into a machine. So it's like
that thing could have scam you. That thing could have scam you. That
they
machine.
Always say
the machine always wins.
The house always wins. Yeah. The machine always wins. And it's like, bad man, bro. I remember one time I used to bet like minimum £500 a day for like 2 years, innit?
Yeah, that's deep.
And I remember one time, bro, like I think what was the biggest I've lost I put in a machine was like $2,500 in a machine.
Wow. It's a lot
in a day.
Wow.
And it's not like $2,500 like over like a space of an hour, 2 hours. Bad man. I was just because there's a thing what I think they've cut down on it now. In the bookies, the maximum you used to be allowed to put on is £100 spin, innit? So on the roulette machine, you put down your bets on the table, and the max you could do was £100 spin, and the minimum I think was like £1 or 20 pence was the minimum I think on one number. So like, these times I got bare notes in my pocket, and I'm just putting it in the machine. And I remember this time now, I took the thing off the yard man on tick. You get it?
Yeah,
so it's like I've put basically my profit and my reload, like his money, in the machine now, innit? So man's obviously punched the machine. I smashed the machine. When you do that, you get like I think they give you like a 6-month ban from that particular bookie, innit? So obviously I've left the bookies. I put £2,500 in the bookies. These times now, my phone starts ringing. these times I got the people them phoning for their thing now. I haven't got no money to reload on nothing now. And now the yard man's phoning me going like, yo, what I'm with the money? I'm like, yo, I haven't even run out the thing yet. So it's like now I'm in a predicament now, innit? So it's like now I'm looking so now I'm looking for something to go lick now, innit? Because it's like I gotta make money somehow. But bad man, gambling did fuck up my life. So it's like when I went to Spain when I met teacher now, that's when it that stopped it, innit? That stopped it. But I always got the thing in me. Once a gambler, always a gambler. That's in me, innit? So I have to stay away from any coupons and anything to do with gambling. I'll do the lottery once a week, but that's just me now. Anything else when it's involving Russian doing the roulette thing and anything that's gambling did fuck up my life, man. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that's my experience.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, definitely the deepness there, serious thing there. You know what I'm saying, and you owned it as well. That's what I like about that. You owned it.
100%, man. I'll tell anyone. I was a gambler, and if anyone wants, I would tell anyone my experience, and I'll try to edge people on the way of, bro, don't bother with the gambling, but yeah, don't bother with it because it's a thing. You pick it up, and at first it was like I said, it was boredom at first, and then I didn't want to admit that I was an addict. I was just seeing it, bro. I'm getting all this money off the roads. I seen it as fun. There was a stage I seen it as fun, but when you lose, that's when the fun stops.
Of course, isn't it? Exactly.
So yeah, man. Them thing there, just it's not.
It's a deep industry, isn't it, man? It's a deep industry, 100%,
100%.
Deep, very deep. They're saying it's like 14 billion. Like the yield from it. So that's just profit coming back in from what the punters are putting in the UK is like 14 billion. That's like more than the budget of a small country, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've known people that have took out things on their house and lost their house. I know people that have committed suicide because they've took out certain things and they can't pay it back and they just see it as a thing just to take their life. And this is from doing what I was doing, going bookies, then going casino, and then you just gamble your life away. It's lucky I didn't gamble my life away, but I gambled away a lot of money in it. So, but it's a thing like I've seen it ruin. It's ruined my life, but I've seen it done people's lives, isn't it? And it's a thing where I think now they've made. I think in the bookies now on the machines, I think the maximum bet now you can put is £2. I think they've changed it to £2 now. But when I was betting it, the maximum bet was £100. So it's like each time you're putting £100 in, and say if you lose, that's £100 that's done, like gone.
Yeah, 100 finish quick time. It goes quick. I used to know someone.
I've never spent money so fast in my life.
Well, yeah, I've seen a few people in the bookies, just on the slots, on the lucky sevens and that, and seen people lose hundreds of pounds every day. They'll lose like 600, but they'll win 200. But it's a mental sort of disease. But they'll say, "Oh, but I won." I've said, "No, you didn't, pal. You lost like 400 quid." You know what I mean?
100%.
But it's just a mad thing, and they'll just. Even with the 200, it's like, well, you won't keep it. That's gone, that 200. You know what I mean?
100%.
They'll just throw that back in there. And it's crazy, man, just keep chasing it all the time. So, no, I've never been that bad, man. I just do a little bit. If I have it, I win it, you know what I mean? I set myself, like, sort of every month, I'll say, whatever, 20 quid, you know what I mean? That's it. Goes in there. Do like a £5 a week on the accumulator. If you win, you lose, whatever. If I won 200 quid, I've done before, I'll draw at like 195, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got the money in there to keep. But yeah, it's hard when it's like that completely. But it's mad how it's legal. That's the thing, innit? And they're trying to do. They're always encouraging like safer betting. Like, come on, who is it? This company got fined like 8.8 million, 32 red. They fined them. I think it was last week. There was another company involved as well. I can't remember. But these people are supposed to project this safe, sort of safe gambling and set parameters and stuff. That's just a PR stunt. They're not interested in that. You know what I mean? I don't think so anyway.
But it's just like what teacher was saying. Like, is there anything more productive you could have done with the money? Hell yeah.
Oh,
man, there's so much things I could have, there's so much things I could have done productive. And I could have, it's like, it was a selfish thing as well, because I remember there was a Christmas where I lost about 800 the night before in the casino. I remember I got drunk, got high, done whatnot. I remember on Christmas Day, I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning and went straight to the casino and bet, like, just betted more money. And it's like, it's bad, man. It's like bringing back like bad memories, but there's so much different things, man. Man could have invested money wisely. Man could have done more for my kids. Man could have done things for... But man, there's just so much things man could have done, but it was a selfish act and a foolish act for a moment of like what I was seeing as fun, but it's not fun. How's giving away money for free? Like, how's giving away money like that fun?
Totally. No,
it's not fun. It's a sign and act of selfishness.
Yeah, 100%, man. And like again, I say again, respect for your honesty. You understand? And you're owning of the thing. You understand?
100%.
You could always put the money somewhere else, and you too, Artie. You could put that money somewhere else. But would you say you're addicted, Artie?
No, I think I'm all right, man. I mean, look, you could do.
No, you said no, yeah. Did you say yes or no? No. All right.
No, it's a no.
Okay. Johnny.
But I agree with your point.
Hold on, sir. We're gonna jump back on that again. You said no, Johnny. When you was doing your thing, did you accept anybody saying? Did you felt you was addicted when you was doing it, however small?
No.
All right. So, all right, go on. Artie, back to you now. Back to you. No.
No. I mean, also, no. I'm not trying to dig myself. No, but over here, I think the online thing is crazy now, isn't it? You wouldn't have thought that we were the leaders in sort of world sort of spending online. So over here, it's really caught people like most other things over here. This online thing, you know what I mean? That's just killing it over here.
I mean, but look,
like
right?
I said,
sorry. But it's a hustle, my friend. Come on, surely you believe that any hustle, everyone's gonna jump on it. Why wouldn't they? If it was you that made that company to be online betting and stuff like that, you would jump on it and you would thrive off it and you would accept it as well, my friend. It's just one of them things, my friend. Go on.
It's massive. No, I mean you see it in it on the advertising on the footy shirts still now, in it. All these online kind of gambling sites are picking up on that now. Yeah, they're just picking up big now. You see it all, you know what I mean?
Listen, these people are vultures, yeah? They're vultures, so you can't turn around and tell the vulture don't eat. They're gonna laugh at you and eat you. They're gonna eat you, and they're gonna laugh at you for saying that. Are you mad? That's the business of the game, my friend. There's always gonna be the people that profit financially. You understand? There's always gonna be people like that. It's the teaching, it's the teaching and the knowledge of the people to turn around and just say, yo, you know that's not right. Don't watch. Listen, I don't know, but I always saw them man outside the betting office, the yard man with their special brew, and that didn't entice me to go in there. You understand? I don't even think all right. I've been in there once on the back on the ends. You understand? You know that what I'm talking about, Artie. That one on the ends there on that corner.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's the only one
in
I've
there
been
for-
in there, and I've been in there once. You understand? And I'd never been
Yeah.
up in there, and I've never put no money down on in there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Some strength behind. There's no need for that, and plus, there's other ways of making money that where you can win.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, true. Yeah. I think some of them man there, you know, like you said in that particular one, you'd get. It's a certain core group of people in it. It's almost like the man there are socialising, but but you're socialising, but you're obviously, you know what I mean, socialising whilst
dropping all your money on this
losing
place.
money.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Listen,
exactly.
I've seen people deliver food to them places there. You understand? Because the man they're in there so long, the food get delivered to them. They're just plotting up in there, posting up like, you know, it's fucking crazy, my friend. It's crazy. And
Plastic Monkey, all them man there.
we don't need to name no names. We know who they are. You understand? We know who they are. You understand? But it's fucking nuts. It's really nuts that why you would put your money into something like this, knowing that you're not gonna get nothing back. It's better you, yeah, anyway, I don't know. It's just nuts for me, personally.
Yeah, no, I agree.
do it.
I mean, no. But, you know, they were saying, I think, even though we spend enough over it, they're saying, you know, enough Australian man there spend enough money out there.
Same thing,
like
man.
£900 per person per year.
No, sorry, that's
out there. They're spending it. You know what I'm saying?
Little England, isn't it? Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing, brethren. Same thing.
Exactly. But in other sort of places like Singapore, they're a little bit stricter. It's only a few years back they sort of legalised casinos, you know what I mean? So sort of other places have got their head round it a bit better. And but then, like you said, obviously it's big business, isn't it? So, you know, it generates money, and I'm sure, you know, I mean, some of it sort of might get somewhere, you know what I mean, where it shouldn't go, but they're happy for it, you know what I mean? They're just making a lot of dough, you know what I mean? They said like 4.2 billion have gambled once in their lifetime, you know what I mean, in the world. That's mad.
So what? What's the solution, guys? What's the solution? What about you, Johnny? Going on holiday stopped you from? You understand that kind of helped you out a little bit going on holiday. Was there a solution in that?
As in, what way are you asking?
Like going on holiday took your mind off of what going casino and all them something there, yeah?
Yeah.
So what? Are you for you it was kind of like it was taken away from you, and not like taken away from you. That kind of took your mind off it. You know, you saw the sun, you saw the beach, you saw the women on the beach there. So that took your mind off it. That took your mind off it. You understand? Was that? So what do you think? That's kind of an answer there in some kind of thing to stop people doing it for yourself and maybe for other people. What do you think?
Well, for me, like what you said, the holiday. Remember, before I went on that holiday, I was contemplating going to Vegas, innit?
So you weren't joking, bro. You're not fucking joking.
I was deep into the thing, bro. I wanted to I was just like, let me just explain before I answer that question. For anyone that hasn't gambled, you wouldn't know. But when you're on the machine in the bookies, it may sound so silly, but when you're on the machine makes certain noises in it. So it's like when you're pressing you're using your finger because it's touch screen, it makes a certain dun 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 noise. And when you win, like, bruv, it's all a mind thing. So it's like, even before I would go to the bookies, I would plan the numbers that I'm gonna bet on that day. So when I'm walking to the bookies or whatnot, I'll be like, I'm gonna put on money on number 7 on the roulette thing, number something. So it's like it was all a mind thing. But to say what to go back to what you were asking now. Sometimes you have to break that cycle to 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 kind of help you to combat your demons. And my one was like you said, it was going to Spain. But other like not everyone's gonna get that break that I had. You get it? In that nature. So it's like you're gonna have to analyze, and because people were trying to tell me that I was an addict at the time, and bro, I nearly got into fights with people. People were like, bro, you're a fucking addict, man. Louder gambling thing. I was like, the fuck you chatting to? Who's a fucking addict? Like, bro, man used to get into it with people. So it's like that break, yeah. But remember, when man went on that holiday, people still gamble on that holiday. You get it? So it's not a thing where you can still, you know what I'm saying? You can still get your hands on certain things in there. So, but I was just looking at life and was like, I was a dickhead. I fucked up in it. That's how I was looking at it. But if I didn't have that break, I don't know what position I would be in now, innit? But if you want to ask about what other people could do, I don't think that, I'll be real with you, it takes for you to lose big for you to realize this isn't the way to go. And that was losing big for me going to Spain as well. You get it? I lost big money-wise and the holiday to Spain. But sometimes you have to lose something to make you realize I need to cut this bullshit out, innit?
Oh, for sure, understandable.
100%.
100%.
100%. What about all right, Artie, what's the solution? You know a few people that's been involved in this thing. What would the solution be for you? You know, what would you think a solution could be?
Maybe lesser advertisement, innit, gentlemen? I don't know what we're thinking, innit? Lesser advertisement. You know, that it's always a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? They're talking on one hand, like you go on these sort of gambling websites and they say, oh, you know, here's, you know, I mean, there's like a safer gambling sort of booklet you can read, an online booklet, and don't bet, you know what I mean? But it's come down to, like, if they cut back on all the advertisement, people would obviously still gamble, but it just shows you here, because we're the sort of leading the world online, it's still sort of, you see it on all the, you know what I mean, all your sort of ITV, your Paddy Power, you know what I mean, all of these top guys, you know, doing adverts. What's his name? Tall man footballer, Crouchy.
All right,
on
look,
there,
all right,
I mean?
yeah, all right. Sorry. Listen, did the advertising work for you?
No, it didn't. It didn't influence me. No,
it didn't influence.
No,
what about you? What about you, Johnny? Did it influence you, the advertising?
I wasn't watching no advertising, Badman. I couldn't care less about advertising back then. Once you're in that gambling thing, all right, you see the advertising thing. That's more for new people coming into the thing.
New hustlers.
Once you're already in the gambling thing, Badman, the advertising, no one can't care shit. Like, no one doesn't care shit about gambling once you're in. I'm about the advertising thing once you're in it. But where it is now, I see what Artie said. It's to deteriorate all the new people. The advertising's bringing them in because it's got. But what's the thing? I see a next thing. If you bet your first £10 bet, if you bet £10, we'll give you a free £10 bet on top. So that's bringing in the new people. But Badman,
of course,
when I was gambling, I didn't have time to watch no TV or nothing, Badman.
Yeah.
Man was coming home and thinking about a way I'm gonna move up someone to make some money because I'm down right now. But the advertising thing, to cut down the people getting involved in gambling, they're going to have to stop the advertising. But it's what teacher said. It's not, because if I was the kingpin and I was the one running this thing, I would love it. I would love how this thing's going. I wouldn't want it. Get me? I love it because it's a money spinner, and it's only gonna get worse because the stakes are higher now. Because I'm watching snooker right now. You've got bet like they're sponsored by certain bet things, football.
Yeah, for sure.
Bradman, everything we do and see is somehow it's got financial backing by these sponsors, and it's like they're not gonna drop them because it's just too much infrastructure in it, Bradman. It's never gonna stop. But to me, to bring down the numbers, for one, they need to cut down on the advertisement on the TV and certain advertisements that's on the billboards and certain things like that. But for the people already in the gambling thing, you have to take a loss. I'm not saying I want it to happen where you lose your house or you take a thing off a man and gamble off a man's money, or you got to go to Spain like what man did. But sometimes you need to take a loss to feel the loss. You get it?
I hear you 100%. But
otherwise, it's a continuing cycle. You're just gonna gamble.
I hear you 100%. But you see, like when Artie was saying, like they tried to, or you said it, I think something like,
go on.
You're only a limit your amount that you can have a day.
£2,
or something like
£2,
that.
£2. It's a £2 maximum thing from when it used to be 100. But yeah, that's what it is now in the £2 maximum.
Stuff like that, I think, would help, right? I don't know. What do you think, Artie?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, at least you would have some form of boundaries, isn't it? That sort of wouldn't sort of harm people so badly, because you do need that.
And more education about showing, the low levels of what you can put yourself into from excessive amount of gambling. Stuff like that would be more helpful than, do you know what I mean? Don't you think, guys?
100%.
Yeah, I think you need more education, and I think definitely that people need to be educated more when it comes to
because when you look at the advertising side of it and the financial side of it, and then you look at the sport and the football stuff about it, then your favorite club could be getting sponsored by that. You know what I'm saying? And getting money for your favorite club your favorite club. Then it's that the new players, the new, you know what I mean, the new Brazilian or the new Spaniard or Uruguayan. This new player that you want to see on your team. That's the part of that the money could be coming from some gambling thing. You understand? And you want your team to win the league, didn't you?
I think. Yeah, I think my team are sponsored by a major gambling company. And I think a couple of teams are sponsored by that company as well.
I think they all got some. I think they all got some gambling backing, even if it's not blatant on their shirt or the way their football stadiums named after some betting thing. They all got it. They all got. They're all backed by gambling companies somehow, some way.
Oh, for sure.
100%. 100%.
It's like what you just said. Maybe in my day when I was gambling, if £2 was the maximum bet, I'd see it as some joke thing them time there. So it's like that would have helped. So maybe that is helping the thing now, because remember, what I was doing was the casino thing. So basically, you put £1 on a number that comes in, that's £36 profit, because there's 36 numbers on the table. So if you put £10 on a number and that comes in, that's £360 profit, and you get your tenner back. So there was a lot of money in it, but it's a lot of loss. So now where the maximum bet's £2, I think it's not going to be a big, all right, it's still a money spinner, but they're not getting that same yield as in someone putting £100 in each time. And then I don't think people are going to, still an addiction, but it's like where they put a cap on it now, I will reckon that will help cut the addiction to a certain extent, because no one, you're thinking £2, what am I putting £2 in the thing? Like, but we'll have to wait and see what what the outcome is and what the numbers are since they've cut the thing to £2 and certain, and obviously there is certain help, like what Artie was saying about certain help you can get and certain things and
Yeah,
probably
safe
get
gambling advice.
counselling and counselling and safeguard, safe gambling and all of that. But if it works, that's the question, isn't it? But
it's like I said, it's almost like a drug, isn't it? It's like you got to wean yourself off of it. If it's bad, and if it's bad, then that's how you have to go. Because otherwise, I'm sure it's ruined many a life, sort of life and relationship and other stuff. You know what I mean? People just gambling their house, mate. Quite literally.
Yeah.
So what?
I've seen it. Man, go on.
No. Go on. Go on,
just
Johnny,
like you said, gambling the house and all that. I've seen it. Like, bro, I've actually seen man like take a thing out against their yard just to gamble and lose everything. Then they lose their yard, and then their wife left them, and then she take away the kids, and then man just can't. Bro, man can't deal with it no more. And man just man hit the bottle. Man do weird things, and it's like gambling's done that. So it's like a thing. Yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it. So it's like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it seems to be more of a. I mean, it's not classless. I think people from all walks of life doing it, working class to upper class, but there is a lot in sort of working class. It's online now, and also the classic, like you said before, the old betting shops. You'd always find a betting shop, and there'd be like two within like 50 yards of each other. You know what I mean? You have a betting shop and an off license.
100%. So you can just you can get your liquor. You can get your liquor, and you can just jump in at one bookies and
that's it. And get rid of and throw your money away.
And it's like what teacher said, man. I've seen it. Man will order food and man's all eating their food man's treating it like their second home or their first home. From the moment they wake up, they go there, and that's their place of rest for the day. They make their money in there, they gamble in, they eat their food, they drink in there. They may link some girl on the roadside outside the bookies. It's like
Don't you think it's a little bit? It's deep. The thing is deep because end of the day,
it is.
It's still voluntary. Nobody's forcing you to go in there, yeah. But the fact that you still stay in there with a little bit of that dream, just like the lottery thing, because enough people, we all know people probably do 10, 15 lines a week. You understand? And it's that dream of potentially winning so much money. You understand? It's a serious mind game. It's a serious mind game. But the fact is, nobody's forcing nobody to go in there. You go in there your own free will, and spend half of your life money in there and piss it all away, which is nuts.
Yeah, it is.
So my last thing, I wanted to end the thing now. I wanted to answer your question. So what? You still think you're addicted, Artie?
No, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I'm sober. I'm sober as a judge.
All right. Let's leave that one. Move to the next subject, guys.
Cool.
Cheating. Your favorite one, guys.
Oh.
Cheating. Yes. A lot of people do it. Why? Who knows why they do it? You understand? But
Yeah.
We can go through the stats if you like. Who cheats more, men or women?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, yeah.
There's one stat that says 20% of men cheat, 13% of women cheat. You understand? And then it goes into age levels. You understand? Certain age levels, and I found one that was surprising: when 60 to 65-year-olds. Was cheating a lot. You understand? I'm like, okay.
Still playing away games.
Okay, then there's something to look forward to somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. Ain't too far away. Play away games.
Not too far for you, old chap, innit? Just
Just round the corner.
So what is
Oh,
it?
dear.
Cheating? Why? Why do people do it? And have we, have you guys cheated before? You know what I'm saying?
Never.
It doesn't. It doesn't have to. Implicate. You don't implicate yourself today. We're talking about old school times. Yeah. Have you cheated before? And why would we? Why would we do it? Johnny, I'll put that one to you, old chap. I'll put that one to you because he just shouted up and just said never, innit? So your wife must be listening. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
I'm joking. But this is before, my friend. Listen, whatever you done before your wife is nothing. Is all good. Yeah, it's a pass in my eyes. It's a pass. So anyway,
Yeah,
Johnny,
yeah.
what do you say, old chap, Johnny?
I haven't say cheated and so, but I've had multiple sexual partners at one time. Innit? And
Look at that.
man's
Sorry.
like, I say it. This is the past, isn't it? Like, so it's like so man can talk on this thing because it's the past. For anyone listening, it was the past, isn't it? But, yeah, like man, obviously, man's done that thing back in the day, innit? Like, man's been like sleeping with one girl and making her believe it's just her, and then there's been multiple women in it. But I wouldn't. Is it cheat? Is that cheating or is it not? But you're kind of deceiving them, innit?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go into that first before we go into anything else. Is it cheating? Would you say that's cheating, Artie? What he just said?
It's cheating if you're misleading. I feel if you're misleading one, yeah. So if you say, all right, that's my girl there, you know what I mean, or my woman there, and then you're gonna be sort of playing games with another two, then yeah. If they all three of them know the runnings, then no, you know what I mean. But if you're with someone and you say, you know what, this is me, this is who I'm gonna be with for now, and you're still playing away, then yeah, it's a bit of that in it. Yeah, that's how I feel. But if they all know, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? If they're all good with it, it's all good. I know it sounds a bit mad, but but that's just.
No, you're talking the things. You get me? You're talking the. Come on, man. We're talking some real shit. So now we determine that's classed as cheating. So come on then.
and it wasn't determined by Art. It wasn't determined by Artie. We know what it was. We just had to have it out there properly. Yes, come on. It is cheating. Behave yourself. It is cheating. Okay, so you was cheating. So now tell your story. Now you was cheating. Now you understand. Now we.
So what was your question again? Why?
Yeah.
Why was I doing it?
Why was you doing it? And Why? Why in the first place?
One, I was doing it because I could. And number two is because them like back then it's like, man, I just love female, bad man. I just love woman, bad man. I'll be honest with you, bad man. For me back then, it was hard for me to just be sleeping with one woman and see other women and not want to, like, not to be with them, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, man couldn't just be one woman man, innit?
No, I hear you. But
I was one of them people there. I was doing it because like I said, I know I could do it, and I enjoyed doing it. Innit?
What? All right. What did you enjoy about it? Was it like because you had a multiple of women? Was that the enjoyment out of it? You had enough women, or did it go into the deceiving part? What you like to deceive them? What was the enjoyment? If you can put something on it.
Oh, like different women did certain things to satisfy me, innit? Like not one woman had all of the traits that I was looking for. Maybe if they did, like, you had one that knew how to blow the flute good. you had one that knew how to hook it up good. You had one that, like, bruv, it was just different traits in different women, bad man. Not there wasn't one of them that had everything that maybe, even though I don't think I would have just settled for just one of them back then, but not one of them had everything that I was looking for in different traits in women, in it. So it's like I had all these different women, and they all had a trait that I liked in all of them, but not one of them had everything that I liked in it. So
totally get it. So what? Listen, right?
so depending on the mood, on the mood I was in on a certain night or day, man would pick up my phone and phone that female of that mood that I was in that day. So if I wanted man's flute blown that day, man would phone that thing, or if I wanted the one that I know that can cock it up, or the one that can ride it good, or the one the certain things, man. That's how it was for me anyway. I can't talk for no one else because I don't know about no one else's experience or what they prefer in women or why they do certain things. But that's my whole thing in it. It's just it's the traits thing.
No, I hear you, and I respect your experiences, yeah, and I respect you for being honest about your experiences as well. But listen, right? What if one of them women? What if you met one of them women and she done all of them things? Would you would that make a difference? And would you stay with that one person and get rid of the rest?
Back then, no, I don't think so. Back then, I just think I was too much into the party life, innit? Into the playboy life, innit? And the smoking and the drinking and the different women, and I was just too much into that party playboy life. I don't think I could. I don't think I could have done that back then. I'll be honest with you. Even like you said that, but I'm contradicting myself. I said not one didn't have all of them, but maybe back then, maybe there's a little slim chance I could have, but I don't think I would have. I think I would have just carried on doing what I was doing.
Fair enough.
But there could have been a chance if I would have met that one at the start. Maybe.
So hold on. One at the start. What do you mean? The start before you messed around with all these other ones?
Before I went into that whole, before I started, if that was the first one I came across, maybe I could have settled with that one and be like, all right, she does this, she does that, she does this. Maybe man can work with this one, but it never happened like that, innit? Man found one that was a bit part, and then the next one was a bit part, and then, you know?
Yeah, but what if, right? What if I don't understand. What if you met the one in the middle and the one in the middle done everything exactly how you like it, you understand? And to the perfection how you like it. Why wouldn't you? I don't understand why you wouldn't, but you would at the start. Do you know what I mean?
Because these times I don't know. By the time we reach to the middle, I reckon I'm too fully into the thing then, where I don't think I can turn back. Then you get it.
Understand 100%. Artie, what's going on? What you got to say about this? Artie, I'm sure you got something to add on this side, innit?
Add on that side. But yeah, about the cheating thing, I think nowadays, I think it happens more now, and I think you see how many. I think it was I think UK marriages. I think it's 42% is the current divorce rate. I'm not saying all of that comes down to cheating, you know what I mean? But you'd argue a lot of it is that the sort of primary reason for people splitting up. It varies, I think, nowadays, isn't it? It's changing society now, isn't it? People are more liberal. You could argue women are more liberal now. And people just go do their own thing now, isn't it? People just go and...
What about your personal... What about your Percy, Artie? Forget about that. Yeah, we know the Percy, stats. We know the stats.
Yeah, I've been with someone for a long time, and I haven't cheated.
Prior, my friend, prior. We're talking about prior. We're not talking about that. About before.
Yeah, like Thingy said, innit? like Johnny said, innit? Back in the days, yeah, you just your mentality kind of was different, I think. And you didn't care, innit? You'd just jump from one to the next, innit? It wasn't about anything else like that, you know what I mean? It wasn't, you know what I mean? Sort of, you know, you weren't thinking long term, I think, innit? You know what I mean? When you're younger, you know what I mean? You're not really thinking of a long term relationship with, you know what I mean, with someone. So, yeah, I think you're more likely to do that when I was younger. Not now. When you look at it now, you think, no. I mean, you couldn't see yourself, but obviously younger. Yeah, it was different, innit? You're just running around, innit? You're not interested. You know what I mean? Your head, well, I mean, mine wasn't anyway, in sort of whatever, settling down with someone, you know what I mean?
I hear that. What about you, teacher?
What about me?
Have you ever cheated or contemplated cheating, or you've never cheated, or what?
For me, I'm an angel, my friend. I don't do stuff like that.
Angel Gabriel.
Okay.
No, I'm only joking.
Okay.
I'm only joking. I'm not a liar. Done it, been there, done it. Got many T-shirts. But why? Why did I do it?
Why? Yeah.
It was a little bit like what you said, yeah. It was a little bit like what you said with trying to find the best person who can do this or who can do that. The other thing was, it was a thing. It was like a boisterous little thing that you liked, innit? Come on, man. Everyone wanted to be the Gallus, innit? Everybody wanted to be the Gallus, and you thought it was a popular thing, right? It was a thing you would show. You'd be a man, yeah. Your conquest, show off your conquest. You understand? Exactly. You got enough conquests, yeah, man. What are you talking about? Come on, man. You see me, innit? You see me every day, every week up in there with a different one.
With a different woman. Yeah.
That was the childish stuff of it. You understand? But me, I was always looking for that relationship, the long-term relationship thingy on the other side of what Artie said. No, I was young looking. I wanted to be involved with somebody from young and stay with them for years. You understand? I wanted that childhood sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? But you know, shit happened, didn't it? Shit happened,
it's real.
You just done whatever you done. You do whatever you do, but I mean, shit, that doesn't stop anything from today as well, because, you know, we're still out there looking for it, if we can, if we can find it and all that stuff. But we let go of that thing now, because it doesn't really it doesn't do
appeal.
anything.
No,
it doesn't appeal. And also the other thing is, like, you know, it feels much better, right, when you're with somebody and then somebody else likes you, and you just take that. You understand? You just take that instead of taking anything else. You understand? You just take the thing of, well, yeah, she likes me. Boom, I'm gonna take that, and that's all. I don't want nothing else more than that. You know what I'm saying? I feel a lot better than anything else, because it all comes with all that crazy shit, hiding the telephone and all that other bullshit. Chatting bullshit, start talking to your key brethren, and yeah. Say I was at your yard last night and all them fuckeries there. You understand? It's long. It's long with all that cloak and dagger behavior. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't got time for that shit, and it's not worth it. And also, who said them other girls weren't cheating on you? How do you know them other girls weren't cheating? Who says you was number one to them? You thought you was all done one. But you could have been done number two to them, you understand?
Yeah, it's
and
real.
3 and 4.
It's real.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Nah, it's not.
They say women are the best players, so that could have been the case before.
No, that's right. Maybe they just do it a bit smarter.
Nah, bollocks. I don't believe none of that shit. You cheater, you're a cheater. There ain't no smarter cheater unless you've been in the game for long. There ain't no woman's smarter or the men's smarter. You know, men can get hustled. It depends, but then it depends on the man. You understand? Man can get hustled. Man can get hustled by a woman, but then the man's got to be a bit silly to get hustled by the woman if you don't know what game it is. If a man's hungry, if he's a hungry man or a hungry woman, you know, you don't see the peripherals. You just look in front of you. You understand?
Of course.
That is true.
Know the game, man.
Yeah,
Know the game, and then
It'll be all good. Yes, exactly. If you know the game, you're
100%.
wise. If not, then you'll get spun.
I hear that.
But no, it's an interesting one, and it is an interesting one because, like you said, how many sort of relationships now are sort of petering out, and just maybe through, I don't know, society change or people just generally getting bored with each other. They end up but end up sort of splitting up. And oh, sweet.
Okay. That's cool. Only
old chaps,
Yeah, well,
excuse us about that. But listen, another
you know
thing.
what?
Sorry, go
Go
on. No, go on, Johnny.
Go on. I remember. Go on.
No, I've lost it. I was gonna say something. Go on. I'll try and remember it again. What was you gonna say, chap?
You know what? I've never said this, but you know what I used to be envious of, but I don't know why I was. You know, you got the childhood sweethearts from in school, and they're still together from then till now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up, I used to want that as well. You know, like what you said. It's now when I'm thinking of it. I used to grow up, and when I'm going through my ages, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, rah, they're still together. They're still together. They're still together. But sometimes you have to go through what some boys or men go through when you experiment with different women. And I don't know, it's different. It works for different people. But I was always envious of, like, rah, they're still together. They've been together from when I was in primary school, and now secondary school, and now big Ross people, and they're still together. And it's like, I'm thinking, wonder what that would have been like for me. But I think I was a bit too unruly still, where I don't think I would have been able to proper commit to being with one person from school days till now. But yeah, sometimes even now I still hear or look at or see people and be like, what, you're still with my man, or you're still with her from back then? They're like, yeah, we got like kids and we're still together. Obviously, we got to take the rough with the smooth, but we're still together. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
but
no, yeah, no, I hear you. That and me too. I was the same. I wasn't envious, but it's what I wanted as well. But you know what? The other side is this, yeah, is you need to go out and sample different things. You understand? I think as a man, you understand, you need to go out and sample different women just to know or to get that off your chest. Because there's, you know, I've spoken to some people, you understand, and and that's been in long-term relationships, and they say that, you know, potentially they might, you know what I mean, they wanted to do this, or you know, that doesn't say they're not going to do it. That doesn't say they haven't done it already, but they just don't want to say nothing. You understand? So I think, me personally, I think it's something that you have to do. You have to, you know, the younger the better. You understand? The younger the better. Get that out of your system. So when you turn over 30 years old, you're ready to settle down. You understand? You're ready in the position because you've done sampled all over the place. You don't need to go out and try this or try that. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
I agree with you. Yeah.
I hear that. But there's a thing with, all right, cool.
I feel a question coming from Johnny. I feel a question.
Why? Yeah, it's the questions here. Why cheat if you know you could just say to the other person, I don't want to be with you no more? Why? If you're gonna cheat, obviously you're questioning if you want to be with this person anymore. So why wouldn't you just be honest and be like, you know what? I don't. This ain't gonna work out. I don't want to be with you no more. Because if you're committing, if you're committed to someone, like if you're willing to cheat, then obviously it was never gonna work for you in the relationship or the person you were with before. You get it? You get where I'm coming from? It's like, it's like why would you cheat?
You know, many reasons, right? But you know, maybe you like something from that person, and like you said, you're getting one thing and not the whole total package. You understand? But also, I know what I do know is once you get older a little bit, you communicate much more. You understand? So before, in them younger years, you didn't really communicate, and you can, and I'm sure you can agree with that, because you even know the answer to that question anyway yourself. But you know, when you was younger, you didn't really communicate, even though you might have thought you did. You didn't communicate as you do today. You understand? So with all that experience, it comes with, right, you can turn around and say exactly what you want, and you can ask these people and tell these people. So you know what? You don't even need to cheat. You don't even need to sample this person and that person, because it's like an interview thing. You're interviewing them. You know what's going on. You're asking, hey, look, this is what I like. I like this. I like that. I like this. I like that. Can you like doing that? You know you don't like it. All right. Later on, you understand? That's what I was.
That's real. That's some real shit.
That's what I was gonna say.
100%.
That's what I was gonna say before. We communicate much more as
Definitely.
over 30 years old, and well, shit, most of us do. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. You know what I'm saying? But once you do, and you get what you want, you understand, and you don't take no bullshit. Plus, and with like that thing that I said is you take that as a compliment. Another woman coming up to you, you know, listen, I've been in the bar with when I was abroad, living abroad, and I've been in the bar, and my partner's drunk as fuck, you understand, and another woman's all staring me down, you understand, and approaching me and asking some shit on me, you understand. I'm like, do you know what I mean? I take the compliment more so than the physical the physical thing of doing something out, because you know you feel a little bit, I don't know, I did anyway, you feel a little bit like cheap or something. Do you understand? Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, shit. I mean, look, we don't want a woman that's been around the block. You understand, do we?
No.
Right? We don't want a woman that's been around sleeping with enough people, right? Even though they probably lie about it anyway. Do you know what I mean? They might lie about it, especially, not all of them, but you know them bitches out there, just for the bitches we're talking about, yeah. They'll probably lie and say, nah, man, I only slept with 2 people in my life, you know what I mean? When it's all like 22,000, not really, but.
Yeah, no, 100%.
100%. And then when you enter in the pom pom, you're like, ah, man, this is. What part of this is too, man?
When you're entering, you're still trying to enter. You understand? You're like, bro, am I there yet or what? What's going on? I can't feel nothing. What's
going on?
You're in the fucking tunnel, mate. You know what I mean?
Down the tunnel, bro. Dark tunnel.
But yeah, no,
it's a strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one.
Yeah, it is. But you know, the best thing is to be honest. You know, especially nowadays. Anyway, listen, you can't knock it, because we all done what we done when we was younger, and anyone younger, got to do what you got to do, get it out your system. That's what I say, 100%. You know, go Spain. You understand? Go IB for Shagaloof, you know what I'm saying, and just get it out your system, and then you're ready to come back into some reality. You know what I'm saying, and get your
look for the right one you're getting.
Yeah, step your game up and get your honesty game up as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100% agree with you. Yes.
Yeah. Any more guys on that? That was an easy subject to go through. What's going on? That was too too easy, man. What's going on? I thought it was gonna get juice.
Too smooth, innit? That was too smooth.
Juice. I know Artie didn't want to let off no stories, yeah? Artie didn't want to let off no stories, but
there,
fair enough. No. It's all right, mate. It's all right, son. It's all right. No pressure. No pressure, mate. No pressure.
That's all good, man. It's a funny old game, innit? The old cheating.
Yeah. But all right, let's say this. All right, what about if you got the baddest girl? Yeah, Beyonce, like the picture there. There's the picture. There's who is it? It's Root. Anyway, we're not even gonna say the picture's the picture. What have you got, Beyonce, man? Your girl's Beyonce. Would you still wanna, Mr. Johnny? Would you still wanna cheat, Johnny? If your girl, you got Beyonce in your bed there?
Are we talking about now? Or
We're talking about then. Obviously, when you're cheating mode, we're talking about then. But you got Beyonce. You know what Beyonce is. You got Beyonce. What now or then Beyonce? Does it matter which one you got?
No, I'm talking about like now where I am.
Yeah. Talking. No, we're talking about before when you was cheating. When you was cheating.
In the cheating days now. You know what it is though? I'll be real with you. Like you can have Beyonce, yeah, and then you'll see a next woman she doesn't look nothing like Beyonce. She hasn't got the looks or she doesn't look compared to Beyonce, but you'll always see a next woman and you'll be like, you know what, like she doesn't look nothing like what I got at home, but I'll go there still, you know. You just look and just give that a one still, but
so what are you talking?
That's how I was back then.
So what are you talking? You're talking. All right, I get it. See, the question brought out the good. You come with the proper answer, and it brought a next thing out. So what are you saying then? So then it doesn't matter if the woman's bad 100%. Yeah, because we already know that. We all know that. Look, we've been in the club. I've been in the club, and I've been in the club in Norway. Yeah, and the club finishes what 3 in the morning. You understand? That's the early time. So 2:30. Yeah, they fling on the lights. You understand? And man's just looking, the man are hungry out there. They're just looking for something to just go home with, and you want to see all the dusted ones that was everyone was turning down. They just you turn on them bitches and just say, "Yo, what you say? You coming? What you say? You know what I'm saying?" And it's like, rotted. I was
like vulture. It's vulture time.
Listen, and it was like, all right then, but you know what? I get it because they just wanted something. They just wanted something to go home with. You understand? And I get it a little bit because that's what most man is like, really. Yeah, most man will just not talking about Artie, not you Artie, yeah, not you Artie.
No, of course not.
But most men would like jump on. I mean, most things half decent, you know. But then, they could be a little something to them, innit? They could have a little something to them. The woman's a bit, a bit forward, yeah, bit forward thinking women. Yeah. Is that what you're saying, Johnny? Was that you're saying?
Yeah. That's what I was basically getting at.
Yeah, totally. I 100% get that. It's not always the baddest looking bitch.
It is.
You can get
just something that
You can just get some bitches who are just some women who just are just like a little bit like men, innit? You can say it then, yeah. They're a little bit like men where they want what we want.
They're just down for the cause, isn't it?
100%.
I hear that, man. I like the club analogy still because man know about everything there, man. The lights come on and it's like the lights come on, that's when
you got half an hour left.
Hits the fan.
You got half an hour left, so you get your game on quick. Get your game on quick time because you got half an hour before everything's cutting out, bruv. The next best thing for you to grab it off is off the street or lean off, drunk off the street. You have to try and draw for that thing.
Because you know the ones man was chatting to earlier, man got their number and they're telling man about next time. So when the light come on now, it's like, boy, man, I have to draw one of these things now because the thing that I got a number for, she ain't answering, bad man. She's gone. I need to grab one of these things, and you're just looking around thinking, well, I'll take that one, but this one over there, or this one, and you're just looking thinking, why? She must be on what man's step on because if you're here at lights on time, then you're
Yeah, you
down
know
for
what
the
time it
pool.
is.
But, I know them.
So-
Oh God,
Mm.
I hear that still. But yeah, man, Beyonce, you could have Beyonce. Now, yeah, obviously, but back then, that, yeah, like you said, I answered the thing. That alone wouldn't make me just want to be committed. I'll still be doing whatever man is doing as well. And
No, fair enough.
I'm full man now, bro. I'm full man now. Beyonce is some boring girl, bad man. I don't know. She got the looks, yeah, but it's like what? Remember what you said the other day, teacher? You said something about you being with some girl and you can't even hold a conversation with them.
Did I say that? I don't know. Did
I
I
remember
really
you
say
said
that?
it.
I
And I
didn't say
remember
that.
you said it on one of the other ones there, where you said you've been with some good-looking women in the past, but it's like there was just no like you just couldn't hold, like there was no communication with them. It was just like you couldn't really hold a good conversation with them or anything like that.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
It's like you
100%.
knew what time it was, in it when it comes to whopping time, but it's like it wasn't really. Beyonce could be one of them girl there, bad man. So who's to say you would be like settled with her a bit?
Yeah, go on. I got you.
Yeah. So who's to say that? Yeah. Who's to say that you would be satisfied with her?
No, 100%, 100%. And I'm with you. I'm with you. It's not all about looks. You know, you take that bitch, that bad bitch in the bedroom. You understand? And hopefully she looks half decent. Hopefully she looks half decent, so you can hit the streets with her.
Go on
You know what I'm
road.
saying? You can hit the streets with her, but from she's taking care of the other side, it's all right. You know, that's the pass. You're in. Your foot is in the door from you taking care of the other
100%.
side. But then if you come with the intellectual side as well, you understand? Because there's nothing like a bad woman, a bad bitch, not even a bitch, a bad woman who knows what she's doing in the bedroom, but she's got brains as well. You understand? Can't top that for me. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the total package. It's the total package. You get that.
Real shit, man. Real shit.
Yeah. All right. So what? Can we find it? Can we wrap it up? Can we wrap this one up then? This one. Cheating.
Yeah, the
Just be
cheatings,
honest.
yeah.
Yeah. Is that the thing there? Just fucking be honest.
Yeah.
Get rid of your, get your demons out of it. Do your thing. Sample as much as you can. But then once you're ready, do your thing. Yeah. What do you say, guys?
Yeah, man. Do what you have to do at a young age, and then you can find that woman, man.
Yeah, agree with the man there. Just do your thing when you're younger, innit? Get your bits and bobs out of the way, and then, yeah, like you said, try to find someone and settle down with when you're older, innit? But yeah, by all means, do your bits. But I think when you get to a certain age of your life, you know what I mean? Stop that.
Sorted.
Yeah, boy.
All right, last subject there. We're going on there too now. This is the food bank culture in UK. Food bank people. Listen, now we know with this money's getting cut and all this stuff. People are living cheap, supposedly cheap. They got to go to the food banks and all that stuff. And I feel these some of these people, they can't cook, can't budget. They're gonna be fucked. You understand? This is the time now. They stop this extra money. Some of this extra money that we're dropping on people, the UC people out there, were getting extra money, putting your gas and all that stuff. They stop that money now. Now they're gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? Now these people are gonna feel it. So it's like, now we're gonna see the thing. You know, you might get some people starting riots over here, potentially, maybe. You understand, with all this madness that's going on. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about it, guys?
Yeah, man, I'll have a pop. Yeah, I mean, it is getting bad now. And like you said, with people, there's a lot of people, sadly, in our society that can't cook at all. And it's not going to affect those people. I mean, it's not affecting anybody, and it could, like, if you've got a certain level of income, and even if sort of people are working, they're going to food banks. But like I said, people on the UC and stuff are going to really struggle. You know, see some of these people that can't cook at all, can't do anything at all. And I don't know how much your budget is going to stretch on processed foods. You know what I'm saying?
Artie?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I don't think.
Artie, no,
Yeah,
sorry, Johnny. That was supposed to say.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bringing me back. I was going to say, you go for it, John.
I've never been to one of them food bank things, but you know what? I might have to look at going to them because I'm not gonna say the supermarket what I go to, but bad man, when I tell you where I used to leave with like 8 bags for the money I used to spend, now man's leaving with like 5, 6 bags, and it's like it's not cutting it no more, bad man. I'm telling you, I might have to look at different things, like, because it's like the way the inflation, and I was looking at the thing the other day that even like it's not a major thing, but I'll say for an example, man bought a pack of Haribo sweets, yeah. They used to be £1, yeah. Now they're £1.25. This month that's done. So look at that. That's what's that? 25% inflation. That's inflated 25%. And it's like I'm looking at these things, and it's like obviously it's not just sweets I'm looking to buy. Man's looking to do a house shop in it, and a big shop, and it's like I'm looking at it thinking, bro, I'm gonna have to cut out these major retail places and go food bank, bad man, because it's like this thing it's not, it's not sustainable. Because it's like, bad man, I can't keep doing this, bad man. It's like you're not getting for what you used to spend your buck for. You're not getting value for it no more, bad man. And it's like, why wouldn't I want to, like, why wouldn't me personally go to a food bank? To me, there's no, it's no, to me on my own account, it's not no shame. It's just, I've never thought to go to them places, innit?
No, totally.
Yeah.
Totally, man. No, listen, it's a minor thing to go there. If you got to go there, you got to go there. Life is life, you understand? Fuck pride.
Bro, it's food.
Fuck pride and all that bullshit. Just go and get what you got to get. I feel for normal people who can cook, it's a minor thing. You can go there and get a whole heap of cans, yeah? And you can rustle up something with them cans. Just alone the cans, you understand? But for them people that can't cook or us, they're fucked, you understand? They're fucked, because they'll look at them cans and say, right, I ain't got nothing. They didn't give me nothing if they didn't get no bread or, you know, the instant kind of thing, you understand? Or any microwave food, anything that going in a microwave, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even have a microwave in my house, you understand? And I don't think I will ever have a microwave in my yard, you understand? So you have to cook everything, and you can, it does force people to cook, but boy, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they change it around and do them things. But listen, coming through that thing of why everybody's doing this, why is the fucking food getting expensive? You know, why is everybody, you know, there was another thing. What was it? The fucking the gas things. I remember like a few months ago they were talking about they made record billions profit in profit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
of course.
Why? So if they're making billions in profit, why the fuck are they still charging extra so much money? You understand?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
because
saying?
they're saying they're recouping for the losses that they did make in the C19 thing, innit?
See,
They're saying they're recouping the losses, and because I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the energy, the gas and the electric and the petrol prices as well, where it was lockdown and they did put it down to under £1 a litre for the key workers. So they're saying they're recouping their thing. But my thing is like, just like what you just said, if you can afford to do something, carry on doing it, innit? What's all this recouping business? And you're flashing it in our faces like we've made billions of pound profits, but you're charging us extortionate rates. Bad man, I've never seen the gas and electric go down so fast in my life, bad man. But you're telling me you're making profits, but you're making man pay these high prices. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, they're having a laugh.
Can't
And
trust these people there, but they're criminals.
listen, they're having a laugh, and I think it's the big sting. You understand? So people just beware out there. You understand? Be prepared for whatever turns up, because it's just a big robbery. You understand? And everybody wants to get rich from that lockdown. Remember the lockdown, when the lockdown was on, and enough of these little companies got enough money. You understand? They got enough money. The Amazon was booming, innit? It was booming, and all of these internet companies. So you know, these people, they're like that. You understand? They're like that. So they think, okay, how can we do this something to get more money? You understand? I wouldn't be surprised. There ain't no problem with the gas or anything. They just want to get rich. You understand?
It's real. It's real
It's
bad.
obviously profitable, isn't it? Because all these kind of CEOs and major shareholders are making sort of hundreds of millions of pounds, but yet the people at the bottom end of the spectrum are paying the most, isn't it?
And also, they had a lot of opportunity years ago to try and build their own kind of you know, they got the water thing. They got the water thing where you can make electricity from the water. You know them stuffs, the windmills, the power, the turbine things. You know, they got off of Denmark and Norway and all that. They got all that stuff locked down. You understand? They got like a big forest of them things out there that's generating a lot. So why didn't they do that over here? They could have done that here a long time ago. You understand?
Just the companies are private, aren't they? They want to keep them private. They don't want to nationalise them. It's not in their interest to have them sort of nationalised sort of fuel. You know what I mean? Make too much money off it privately, sadly. It's, you know what I mean? And it's at our expense generally. I mean, especially recently, like you said, the amount of money you spend on your fuel and everything is just crazy. You're shopping, like you said, you'd go the same shop you'll do like 6 months ago or a year ago. You're almost getting like half your stuff now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bunch of jokers. But you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sit here and start pissing and moaning, moaning about this. It'll turn,
But it's not
into a
even
long
just
one. It'll
moaning,
turn
man.
into a long one.
Yeah.
It's not even just moaning. It's real shit because, like, remember when me and you did first meet? Yeah, you did tell me about that next place that was doing the wind turbine generating thing, and it creates a lot of jobs and certain things. And it's like you said, why was that not put in place years ago? And all this, what's the thing they put on your rooftop? The solar
panels.
Solar.
Yeah, the solar
Yeah, like
panels.
it's like they're proper promoting it now. Like, well, why wasn't this put in years back if this would save you so much then and all? It's all crazy. But
And they say it's enough money, the solar panels. They say it's like about, I know one brother near me, he used to work with me. He's got a yard just around the corner from me, and he bought his own house. He paid that full of solar panels. He said it's good still, you know what I mean? But it's a fair digit you have to pay out to get them set up, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's not for the regular man, you know, with on the basic level of finance, bro. You know what I mean? Unless obviously councils, they ain't gonna fling them up.
So what is the price range to get that put up roughly?
Boy, he paid thousands, mate. He did. Paid thousands of pounds for that, man. Good few, like, must be about best part of 7-8 grand, I think he paid.
And how much would that save you in the long, like, you know,
I think
the
it
figures,
saves
how
him.
much that would...
Yeah, it does save him still, you know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
will save. It will
I
save you a lot because they'll start. You could shop to them, innit? You can put back in, innit?
Yeah.
They'll come to you for electricity. Yeah, they'll come to you to put it back in and give you. You can get a change off of that. But I mean, there's some restrictions though here. You know, like you can't have it in a flat or some bullshit or something like that.
Must
You know
be
what I
in it, I
mean?
think, yeah.
There are some restrictions where they don't want you to really everyone to have it. You know what I'm saying? But
Of course not. No, it's not in their benefits, I don't think, because like I said, with these oil and heating costs and everything else, they're making too much money from it, these companies. Far too much. It's like they're not going up by a small amount, they're going up by a huge amount. So it's not in their benefits. Mad.
sorry, what was that, Johnny?
Yeah, it's big, isn't it? It's like what Party just said. It's a big jump. It's not a little jump. It's just big jumps they're making, and it's like they expect you just to keep jumping through the hoop, jumping through the hoop, jumping through the hoop. But the last time it went up, the electricity thing and all that, I think, and the gas price, they said this should be the last time that the thing jumps up like this. And then they're gonna put a cap on. They're gonna put a cap on the thing. And man, why not put a cap on the thing from the start?
Well, it's like I said, it's not in their benefit, man, isn't it? You know what I mean? But like I said, sadly, it hits the lower level people more than others. So, you know, whilst it's expensive for everyone, when you're on a certain level of finance, isn't it? The prices, but like you said, it's everything, isn't it? It's shopping, it's fuel, it's your rent, it's your council tax. Sadly, everything's going up now, isn't it? So yeah, see if the wages do. Here's to hoping.
That's the next thing. Everything's gone up, but the wages is the same. That's why everyone's striking on them thing, because how is that right? That's just to make them get richer. If everything's gone up, inflation's gone up, shouldn't your wages go up?
Not by the percentage of inflation.
This place is mad. This country is crazy.
Yeah, I think it was 11%, I think, last time I heard. I think it was 11%. You know what I mean? So, and you're never going to get no wage. I mean, no wage increase any time near that, sort of realistically, depending obviously where you're working, I suppose. But you blow a run, you might get like 5%. I know where I work, so they might talk about like 4% or 5%. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's all messed up now, isn't it, man? Everything's messed up in terms of, I mean, all the cost of living crisis and that. But yeah, like teacher said, if you don't know how to cook now in today's society with what's been going on with the food and stuff, you are in a pickle, mate. You know what I mean? You need to know how to cook, mate.
If you don't know how to cook, if you don't know how to cook, if you don't know how to hustle, it's you're in Barney rubble, mate. You know what I mean?
A wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, you're in a predicament, as they say, because you need to have your faculties kind of together, like you said, in this age when we're struggling so much. Like you said, if you get a few tins and at least certain man know, you know what, I can rustle something out of that, I can do something half decent out of that, you know what I mean? But it's another man will just stare at them and try to put them in microwave if they can.
Bad man, get the essentials. Get the essentials, and you can make something out of nothing, innit? Get the essentials, man. Stop all this fast food business. Get the essentials, man. See, when I go shopping, not everyone eats the same thing, but I make sure I get a few tins. I get a big bag of rice. I get a big bag of pasta. I get my veg. I get my fruits. I
Like I
get,
said, you get your
like,
basics in it.
essentials.
Yeah, bro. And then he works from that. That's why people have to do more. Too busy,
Bad man.
like Teacher said, looking for the fast option.
That's
Looking
you
for the
though.
quick
Bad man.
fix.
That's
I
you
could-
though. Yeah, that's you. For them people that can't cook, they won't be buying that food. They'll be buying what? Chips, oven chips,
Mm,
chicken burger, something.
Burgers.
Yeah, beef
Everything.
burgers, all
Nuggets.
them oven bullshit foods there, all the chicken nuggets, all them nastiness they're buying. They ain't got no clue
Processed.
about them things, bro.
Everything's processed.
100%.
You know what I mean?
You
Best
have to
of the
learn, man. If you can't cook, there isn't no excuse because these days, people watch all these YouTube. Bro, if you can't cook, learn how to cook. You could go on YouTube and
Exactly,
certain
there's no
videos they'll show you
excuses.
step by step. TV programs they're showing you step by step, or you can get you can. There's no excuse these days. I'm not hearing it. There's no excuse.
No, 100%. Totally
It's
agree
just,
with
it's just bow and idleness and laziness and you don't. Cause I'm not glad. There's some days I don't feel like I want to cook, but you don't cook, you're not gonna eat. That's me personally. I don't cook, I'm not gonna eat, and I can cook, say twice a week. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it gets boring when you're eating this, but it's like I can cook twice a week and eat good for that week. You get it? So it's like
I agree.
that
I
there
agree with
helps. That helps with your finance. People need to come out of this fast food thing and just learn to cook. Go watch some videos if you can't cook, or if you ain't got no family members, and be like, teach me how to cook. Come on, man. We're in a day of age now. You have to know how to do something. But it's like what teacher said the other day. Have you seen the price of bully beef these days? But you can still cook that and eat for a few days with that. Yeah. It's bad.
It's about £3 now, isn't it, mate? 3-4 quid, mate. You know what I mean?
But it's 3-4 quid. But buy a bag of rice.
Yeah, of course.
Spend the 3-4 quid, because what would you be paying for takeaway every day? You'll be spending way more than that 3-4 quid, and off that 3-4 quid, you could be eating for 2-3 days straight.
Come on.
So it's like you just need to know how to hustle, innit? That's what man. That's what it's so good. You have to know how to hustle, man.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, in today's society,
Because if you don't know how to hustle, you're gonna get muscle. You're gonna get move out the way. You get it. So you have to learn, man.
Oh no, of course. Well, that's it, mate. If you don't, now you're screwed, innit, in this society. So, man, that's how I know how to cook. If not, yeah, mate, you're just going to be looking at tins, mate.
That must be a shame, especially if you got kids and you can't cook.
Boy, serious, yeah.
So what's that setting? That's setting a precedent for your youth when they get older to do the fast food thing, because they never got taught to cook, and then they ain't gonna teach their kids to. Come on, man, learn to cook. That certain things you have to know how to clean, cook. Like certain things you have to. That it's just you just need to know how to. These are things that you should just know, or if you learn to do these things, man.
Yeah, you have to know your basics, innit? You know what I'm saying?
That's it. The basics.
You know your basics are good to go.
Things.
If you don't, you're going to struggle, aren't you, nowadays, mate?
There's only so much.
Yeah.
There's only so much fucking you can do. If you can fuck good, there's only so much fucking you can do. You need to learn. You need to learn the basics, man. Because if you find a good woman and all you can do is fuck, sooner or later she'll be like, "What? Ain't you gonna cook me that?" All this fast. I should be like, all this fast food business, man. Cook something. Be like, boy, babe, I can't even cook, you know. From that, it's like your ratings go down from there.
Yeah, exactly.
So you need, man, these things there, man.
But that's a separate issue, isn't it?
Man.
Yeah. If you want to, you know what I mean? If you want to be with someone, it's a good idea you know how to cook as well, you know what I mean?
Cook, clean. Mere things you need to. these are the basic things, man. Know how to do it. And it's like, I notice if you can't do the basics, it's like, where are you expecting to get to if you can't do these basic things?
Right.
You'll
just have
always
to, like
be
you said, you have
you'll always
takeaway
be
every day.
reliant. Yeah, you'll always be reliant on people. You'll always rely on a woman or some family member to cook or a woman to clean for you and them thing there. But man, you need to know how to do these things. Women as well, not man, just women. You need to know how to do these things, man. Cook, clean. Yeah, man.
100,
Even
you
go
need to-
food bank. Start going food bank now and get your things and get your tin stuff and get get your rice and get whatever you eat from these, because I've heard that these places you can get a lot of good stuff there, innit? It's just people with it's like a pride thing, innit?
Boy, you're hungry, innit? You have to go, bruv.
Or you're gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah.
hungry.
That's
Or you're
it.
gonna go hungry big time.
Just go and deal with the matter. Like I said, if you're cool, you know what you're doing, you can pick out a few bits from there and you can make something decent, you know what I mean? But if you can't cook nowadays, you're gonna struggle, mate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, big up,
People will get
big
them tins.
big up Becky Lou. Becky Lou in the building again was talking about. She was at one place when the people had so much vegetables there that they couldn't get rid of the vegetables, you know, because the people didn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man. Let's
Yeah.
wind it. Let's
People
wind
don't know
it.
what to do with veg.
Let's wind it, man. Yeah. They didn't know how to cook the vegetables or whatever, you know, or to cook to blend it in some food. You understand? Because you know, you got to think of that. You got to think basic. If you think about them people there that can't cook, so they would get vegetables and just cook it as it is. You understand?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't add it with nothing else and thinking. You understand? You try and think like that for a little bit.
Get it.
That'll be nuts. It'll be nuts. But boy, they're not still, innit? They're not still. They could just watch all TV. Remember that there was that program, the 5-minute thing. They used to pile up some bullshit together, innit? Some little couple vegetables, and can't cook, won't cook. Remember that? Can't cook, won't
Wake
cook.
Up London.
Oh yeah, I
innit?
remember that program.
Wake Up London.
Cook up a little something quick time. Anyway, time I run. Yeah, and I see it. Time I run, and we're quarter to, hour and 42 minutes is long enough. I think.
Up.
You know,
Yeah, man.
We're going round. We're going round in a circle. It was good. We want to do the Wednesdays. Life is always getting in front of the Wednesdays, isn't it? Life always gets in front. Man's tired. Man's working. Every man's doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But we love to do the Wednesdays, man, because the Wednesdays is just pure laugh. You know, the Wednesdays is just left for a phone call that we do. You know what I'm saying, Johnny? It's left on the phone call for the Wednesdays, but
yeah.
It will be nice. It will be nice to do the Wednesdays, and I suppose we can put some football talk in there on the Wednesdays as well. You know what I'm saying? If man's up for it,
Yeah, why not?
Man's up for it, but if man's happy for what your team's doing, we're not going to talk about that tonight. But
let's keep it out, right?
But listen, thanks everyone for tuning in. You know, at least it's going to be here next week's Sunday, but hopefully for the Wednesday, the Wednesday joke-off on, you know what I'm saying? Just chat peer jokes. Not that we're comedians or nothing, but, just anything that make people laugh or keep a nice atmosphere on certain things, or just another way to look at things instead of being miserable or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So big up everyone, come true. Big up the man
Big up.
Johnny 5 and Artie in the building.
Big up, guys.
And we out, man. We out.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
Hold tight.